Hi everyone, normally I would do my big intro here, but I am so excited. So, long story short, I'm a pharmacist and mum. But more importantly, today I am living out my dream. This is the interview of my life. No offense to everyone I had on for the last 2 seasons. I am interviewing the one, the only Santa Claus! So, without further delay, because I'm just so excited, this interview was so hard to get. It has been many months in the making, and finally I got it over the line. The North Pole press office gave me a slot, and here he is, the man himself, Santa Claus. So hi Santa, I cannot believe you're here. Thank you so much for taking my call today. I know just how busy you must be at this time of year.
Oh, no problem, Sheena. Mrs. Claus is a big fan of your podcast and listens to it all the time when one of the elves gets sick. So she insisted I take the chance to speak with you.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. I'm so glad to hear she likes it. That, brings me all level of delight. So if you don't mind, because I know you're under pressure, I have a few questions that I just wanted to ask about, as this Christmas feels a little different to other ones for lots and lots of reasons. There's been a lot going on in the world, and I just wanted to check in, I suppose, and see that everything is okay in the North Pole. There is a cost of living crisis, and electricity and oil prices are through the roof. So myself and the kids were just wondering if that impacted toy production this year.
Well, Sheena, there's been no problem with the toy production. I think you've forgotten that the elves use magic to make the toys. Although some supplies have been hard to get, but I'm sure all the boys and girls will be happy with any little changes we have had to make. The elves have been very proud of their creativity and have been experimenting and making all sorts of things. They are so excited for all the girls and boys to play with them. However, I will say that our oven uses electricity, so Mrs. Claus hasn't been able to make as many cookies for me as normal. I'm fading away. She'll say it's no harm for me to tone up my belly a bit and lose a bit of weight, but I'm worried that my trousers won't fit me. So if all the girls and boys could leave me out a little treat on Christmas Eve, I'd be so happy. I need the energy to make it all the way around the world. I don't mind if it's a biscuit, or a little sweet, or a packet of crisps. Honestly, I'm not half as fussy as people make out.
Okay, Santa, we'll all try and leave something small out for you. We certainly wouldn't want you running out of energy. That's a big relief about toy production, Santa. And I hope you and the elves are keeping nice and cosy this year. So maybe after Christmas you can all relax and sit in front of a big fire and watch Christmas movies.
Oh, yes, I look forward to that. My favorite movie is The Santa Claus. Mrs. Claus's favorite is Bad Santa, but I try not to encourage her to watch that. We are very busy at the moment in the North Pole, but this is our favorite time of year, and there's great excitement building now. We can feel the Christmas spirit is very high this year.
Oh, that's brilliant, Santa. Even though everyone is so busy, it's great to hear that Christmas spirit is still coming through to you. I also just wanted to ask you if things like the war in Ukraine or homelessness affect you in any way. Is it hard to find children if they're moving about all the time? Some children have to move very suddenly. Some are staying with other families, some in hotels, some in hospitals, and some in direct provision centres. There's lots of different places children could be. Are you always able to find them?
Yes, well, Sheila, that's the wonderful thing. My magic radar follows the spirit of Christmas, and so it doesn't rely on physical data. I can find a child anywhere in the world by following their Christmas spirit. If they are sad, if they are happy, if they are afraid or lonely, none of that affects their Christmas spirit. It's a special tie between me and them. So I will have no problem finding anyone this year. I think you're forgetting that I've been doing this job a very long time. I've delivered through many wars and crises and all sorts of global disasters. but finding children is always the easiest part of my job. Any child that believes in me has a lot of Christmas spirit, and that is what guides me to them.
Oh, great, Santa. I always wondered about that. It's really good to know how that works. That's really fantastic news. And Santa, what about kids who might find it really hard to be good all year round? When I was little, I found it so hard not to fight with my brothers all of the time. They were so annoying. It was very hard not to.
Well, Sheena, Christmas spirit grows from kindness, tolerance, and trying your best. Sometimes there will be times when you make a mistake or you make someone sad when you are angry or naughty. But Christmas spirit grows when you learn from that and try your best the next time. Now, I remember your 3 older brothers, and I do remember that they were right little scamps in their day. So much so, you'd think that I wouldn't give them anything at Christmas, but it's amazing how they always suddenly got very good around Christmas time, and I hadn't the heart not to give them what they wanted. It's a challenge really to be kind. The Christmas spirit, grows every time you try, and that is what guides me to all the little girls and boys. All anybody can do is their best.
Oh, that's great, Santa. It's good to know that there's hope for everyone. Is there anything else a child can do to grow more Christmas spirit?
Christmas spirit grows too when you try to be helpful. It's nice to be kind to others and to see that you can put a smile on their face by offering to help. That's what I look out for, a child who tries to be kind and who does their best to help. The most important thing to remember is that it's nice to be nice. It can be hard to be nice if you disagree with someone or something, but that is the best time to try and practice.
That's brilliant advice, Santa. Thank you so much for all of that. And I've never obviously gotten the chance to thank you before, but I remember when I was little, I got a Dozy Bear teddy bear one Christmas, and it was the best present that I ever got.
That was no problem, Sheena. And you deserved it at the time. You were a very good girl that year, I remember. No problem at all, Sheena. You are most welcome. Merry Christmas to everybody and all the little boys and girls. And remember, go to bed early on Christmas Eve. You don't want to be awake when I come down the chimney. Have a lovely Christmas, everybody. And here's to next year. It'll be a lovely year for everybody. God bless you all. Merry Christmas.